I'm pretty sure that this video just called me broke. Because first of all, how do you spend 24 hours in the world's best first class seat? Like, to be able to afford first class itself. You know what I'm saying? That's a ticket. That's a nice little ticket. I strive to be like that one day. But you said, what are y'all thoughts on the mom from Tennessee that had her daughter waxing people? Woo! All right. That's a topic that has nothing to do with this video. Oh, for those that are watching this on YouTube, I'm recording this live on Twitch. If you want to be a part of it, twitch.tv/BillyBinges. Come watch. So that's who I'm talking to. If y'all wondering, like, yo, who's this guy talking to? I'm talking to the chat. But we got some good, little, wholesome content. So let's go.
I'm flying the world's best first class for 24 hours from Singapore all the way over to London. With 3 flights to take, each will get better and better, finishing in the residence, a 3-room apartment in the sky. All this does not come cheap though, costing over $20,000. But today you're joining me on this adventure across the world. With that, let's pick up our journey in Singapore.
Now this is one of my goals. This is one of my goals for sure. For sure. I want to make some content like this where we just testing out airplane seats just because we can.
Well, good afternoon. I'm on my way to Changi Airport to catch our first flight. Traffic permitting, this should take around 20 minutes from Marina Bay. Well, hello there and welcome back to the channel.
It's April. Thanks so much for resubscribing with Prime.
In first class. Let's head in the terminal and go and get checked in. We'll begin our journey in Terminal 1, where I'm flying a brand new airline. Nestled in the far corner of the check-in hall is Starlux Airlines, a Taiwanese carrier which only launched back in 2020, albeit in hindsight perhaps the worst of years to launch operations.
That's true.
Let's go get checked in then at the first class counter.
I'm not gonna lie, that airport looks like, it doesn't look like it's busy at all, so he flew on a day where it must not have been a lot of people that was traveling.
I'm welcomed warmly, with formalities taking just a few moments. With my boarding pass in hand, let's head through security.
I like a suitcase.
Thankfully, Singapore being Singapore, it's super efficient, and I'm airside in just a matter of minutes. Now, Starlux don't have their own lounge facilities here in Changi, so I'm invited to use a third-party lounge upstairs. Sadly, not the wonderful Qantas First Lounge, which I used during my layover, flying for 24 hours back from Australia last year. Instead, I'm offered the Mahaba Lounge, operated by Dubai.
Okay, so has any of you guys went to like these type of lounges before? Like, I've never gone to none of them. Let me know what y'all experience was. Have you ever flown first class international?
It's not all too long before we have to head to our gate. So let's navigate through the busy terminal all the way over to gate C1. One thing many get caught out with in Changi is the gate security, which can often get quite congested last minute.
Oh, he put a camera.
Not for me, however, as I marched over to a special cordoned off first class area, whilst I take in our gorgeous 2-month-old Airbus A350 aircraft.
The plane looks nice.
Right, shall we go and get on board then? I'm escorted down the jet bridge by a friendly Starlux employee, who introduces me warmly to the crew. Let's step into the one and only row of first class.
The one and only row.
As is the norm in first, I have an entire overhead bin to myself, while I put my rucksack in the footwell and settle into my suite 1 Alpha. I'm promptly offered a cool towel, some nuts, and a refreshing glass of local Taiwanese pink sparkling wine. Let's get that seatbelt fastened then, as the safety video begins to screen.
Dang, look at all that space he got.
在您座位下或座位旁，将黑色腰带拉至前方，扣好，拉紧。本班机全面禁烟，包含禁用电子烟。
He flirting? My mom works for one of those lounges? Really? Tell your mom to hook it up. Singapore Airlines first class is a life goal.
Look like? We'll fly for the next 5 hours, some 2,000 miles over to Taipei International Airport, all ready for our next first class flight this evening. It's not all too long before we reach our cruising altitude of 35,000 feet, so let's get that seatbelt off and get comfortable.
I like the camera angles that he has in
Naturally,
his
this means booting the Tims off and getting these super comfy provided slippers on. Before we take a proper look around, let's get lunch ordered. Today's menu is enclosed in this beautiful leather-bound folio. And my word, given we're on board for just over 4 hours, the selection is very impressive. With my order placed, let's explore this Airbus A350. There's a total of 306
his
seats
videos
across
go
4 classes
hard.
of travel. We'll focus
Damn.
on the one row of just 4 first-class suites, which I'll have entirely to myself today. Each suite is cocooned in a 70-inch privacy screen, complete with fully closing doors. I've selected seat 1 Alpha, which is my go-to for a solo traveller.
All right, so he said he spent $20,000 on this trip. So does this look like it's worth $20,000? Y'all let me know.
Finished in black and
20K
grey
is
leather,
a
suede and
hefty
rose
ticket.
gold highlights. It's a lovely place to be. It's well thought out too, with ample storage space for your essentials as well as an in-seat minibar.
I like how clean it looks. That gold is nice.
Let's get that tray table out then, in preparation for our food. I'll start with a champagne, a phenomenal 2014 Bollinger, which retails at $190 a bottle.
Yo, these shots are so good.
Shall we get
They're
stuck into
so
our
good.
food then? To begin, I opt for the
Now, I have
smoked duck
cousins over
orange
there, so I'll
salad
probably
with
visit next
spinach,
year.
mozzarella and a citrus dressing.
Absolutely not. But if I was rich, it would probably be like nothing.
After another top-up of the Bollinger, we'll move on to soup of the day, which is a lobster bisque dressed with watercress.
Lobster
For
bisque?
a curveball instead of my usual steak, I've opted for the Singapore...
Mid, are you still in the chat? I know your video is about to premiere in like 10 minutes, but we need you to share your experience because I know that you're familiar with this. And can you tell me what the hell is a lobster bisque? I don't even know what a bisque is. I know what Bisquick is. I know about the Bisquick. You know, that's the pancake joint, ain't it? I'm pretty sure. But Mid, I need you to tell me your experience, bro.
Soft shell
Share with the
crab
class,
in a
please.
sweet chili sauce. My word, what a choice. To close, I go for the seasonal fruit platter.
Oh,
I've got to
even the
balance it
fruit
all
look
out,
good.
right?
Damn.
Before trying out the bed, I think I'll freshen up in the forward lavatory.
Look how much space. Oh, well, that looks like a closet. All right, you would think it would be bigger than that.
The bathroom is modern, fresh, and importantly clean, complete with Starlux branded.
Ben said, "Hey, what? Bisque is a soup? Oh, it's a soup? I don't eat soup like that. I don't really like soup for real. Like I really do not. I don't even like it when I'm sick. I really don't. Oh, Kiana, you had it. Hey, I may not know what a lobster bisque is, but not for 20. Hey, I may know what a lobster bisque is, but not for 20 racks. First class.
Toilet roll, greenery, and even spa music playing in the background.
Do you think that it's worth it though? Flying from Singapore to London? How long did you say the flight was? I missed that.
In my absence, the lovely cabin attendant has made my bed up for me on the other side of the aircraft
that's nice.
in 1 kilo. The bedding is of high quality Egyptian cotton, complete with a pillow,
Egyptian?
duvet and mattress topper.
It's the
I love the
duvet.
privacy offered once the door to your suite is completely closed. I've also requested another Taiwanese speciality, the bubble tea of course.
Bubble
I've
tea.
certainly never seen this before offered on any aircraft. With a couple of hours left of the flight, let's watch a movie on the 32-inch
that's a nice
personal
remote.
entertainment screen.
See, this is something that, like, eventually this is what I want to transition into, like, as far as, like, content on YouTube, is more, like, travel-based stuff. And somewhat reviewish, but not really, because I ain't really good at reviews like that. But something like this, though, for sure. Like, just talking about my experience from traveling from over there to over there to over here. Now, we're going to do a little bit of that this year, but for sure moving into 2020, what's next year? 2025? 2025, and for sure 2026. That is the goal. So don't be surprised. Hell no, 20 grand. Now, if we talking to Japan, then we're talking my language. So Japan, that's what we gonna do. I've been looking at some flights to Tokyo lately.
Feeling thoroughly
might have to go
relaxed,
soon.
I'm
I'm not gonna
informed
hold
we're
you.
nearing our final approach into Taipei. So let's head back to my originally assigned 1 Alpha for landing.
I like his shoes. Those shoes kind of hard. Billy visits. Hold on, Ford. You might have did something with that. Hold on, Billy visits. Now I may not start a second channel like that, but I may call it like I may start a segment on the channel with Billy visits in the title. Maybe. All right, I have to do a couple things by everyone unless Billy's still alive when I'm done. Okay, bet. Appreciate you being here, Myra.
Welcome to Taiwan's Taoyuan International Airport. We have a brief layover here before connecting onto Emirates' new first class.
Emirates?
I'm met
really
directly
wanna
off the
fly on
plane
Emirates.
by a
I
Starlux
really do.
representative, who escorts me over to the waiting airline branded buggy. I love the additional effort for first class passengers here. You certainly
Dang,
don't
you
get
get to
this
ride on a
on
little
British
cart?
Airways. As I've got checked baggage and I'm connecting to another airline, I'll have to pass through immigration and collect my luggage. Therefore, I'm driven directly to the correct queue.
Look how long that line is.
Thankfully, I didn't have to wait long, and to my surprise, my bags are already waiting for me for my onward connection.
Starlux was incredible, I think, as you've seen, but it's only going to step up another level as we go and check in for our next flight. So let's go and do just that.
Our next check-in is located at counter 23,
Located.
and you've guessed it by now, Emirates is beckoning. I'm going to fly their new...
Has anyone ever flown Emirates? Let me know. Let me know what your experience was. Are you going to keep doing movie reactions? Yeah, I'm going to still keep doing them. For sure, I'm going to still keep doing them.
A380 first class, something I've not actually tried before. Around 20 minutes later, I make it to the counter. Formalities are swift, and within moments I'm able to load my luggage onto the belt as my boarding pass is issued.
This man got some heavy duty suitcases.
Now unfortunately, Emirates or indeed any other carrier don't seem to offer fast track security here. Within 30 minutes or so, my passport is stamped and I'm out into the airside part of the terminal.
One time I requested
At this
a shift
point, we
cover
don't have a
from my
great deal
coworker,
of
and she texted
time,
me
so
back
let's
and I
head
quote,
straight to
"Bro, I'm in
gate
Japan,"
C2.
and I'll never forget it.
Looking down into the departure lounge grants
That's
us our
hilarious.
first look at tonight's aircraft.
What'd
This
you respond back
8-year-old
to that?
Airbus A380. Though to note, it's just been completely refitted with a new interior. So let's waste no more time and go and check out what's changed on board. And just before we experience this all new first class, it's time for a quick word from today's video sponsor, Odoo. So I need a website to showcase the trips I go on, something simple but easy to manage wherever I am in the world. Upgrade to the
Sorry,
standard
brother.
paid.
Shout out to your sponsors.
Wow, Emirates has continued the fitting and upholstery of their game changer product through into the rest of their fleet. Cream coloured leather, lighter toned wood finishings. This
Look
is
at
really
that.
something
That's-
special. We're on the upper deck, which also features 76 business class seats, and of course 13 other first class suites.
One day, y'all, for sure. I don't know when, but one day.
Key standouts of the suite to me is the now famous pop-out minibar, writing kit, and tablet to control every feature of the suite.
That's actually pretty cool.
Let's get my seatbelt fastened as the safety video begins.
I like how
to
you can
screen.
close the door. I like
Your
that.
seat in the upright position. There are 10 emergency exits on the main deck of this A380.
Yo, his editor is super dope. His editor is so dope. I swear I heard Zari scream something about London vlog and she's
So
all the way in New
what's
York.
the plan? We'll fly some 4,000 miles over the next 10 hours, all the way to Dubai in the United Arab Emirates. It's not long before we reach our cruising altitude of 35,000 feet. So let's get dinner underway, given it's nearly midnight. Emirates have a pretty extensive menu in first class, ranging from breakfast to a full 3-course meal. Upon placing my
just texted her
order,
back
I'm offered some
laughing emojis and
champagne.
asked her how was
Emirates
her
are
trip.
currently serving a delicious 2013
It was
Dom,
awesome.
and
She
who am
wants to
I
live
to
there.
say no? Let's get my tray table out then, in preparation for our dinner.
Dude, look at that tray table. You know, in economy, that joker
Well,
be
it
like
wouldn't be a Trek
dang
training
near
video
hanging on
if
for
I hadn't
life.
gone for the caviar now, would it?
I ain't never had
Served with the
caviar. You
usual
had caviar?
culprits of grated egg, sour cream, and finely chopped onion.
I don't know if I would like caviar though. It don't really look all that good.
For
to me.
main, I've yet again opted not to indulge in steak, and instead choose the Chinese-style braised
That corn
chicken
looked fresh
served
off the
with
cob,
steamed
you heard?
jasmine rice.
What? I didn't know that the seat moves like that.
Due to just how late it is now, I'll forgo dessert in favour of a shower. Located
Oh,
at the
this is the
front
flight
of the
where you can
first class
shower on it.
cabin, there are 2 shower spas for use during the flight. Ordinarily you'd simply book a slot with the flight crew, though as there's only about 4 people in first today, it's pretty flexible.
Man, being able to take a shower in
I
the
absolutely
sky.
love the new design, with polished wood grain throughout, matching with the rest of the A380 refresh.
It's pretty good depending on how it's prepared. he just had to show that you can
The party
move the
piece,
seat.
of course, is
For
the
sure.
shower, which
He had
grants you
to,
around
yes.
5 minutes of flowing water.
I didn't know it could do that.
It's still,
That's cool
in
to
my
me.
opinion, one of the coolest things
I'm
you
not
can
trying to look at the
experience in
little piggies, though.
commercial aviation, and only on the A380.
Man, taking
Now
a
to change
shower
into my
on the
provided
airplane.
moisturising pyjamas, you also get a Bulgaria amenity kit, which I rate as the best in the sky. Though do note, you also get a range of amenities for your use in the shower spa.
Amenities. I mean, it still looked pretty cheaply made for 20 racks. I ain't gonna hold you, but that's okay.
Returning to my suite, it's amazing to see a comfortable bed has been made up for me. Though there is one more surprise tonight in store for us. Let's stow my clothes and wash bag in one of the empty suites adjacent and head to the back of the aircraft. Behind business class is the famous Emirates Bar and Lounge,
They got a bar on there
which
too?
of course has also been freshly refurbished, and it's looking
Damn.
stunning.
I thought that stuff only existed in movies. This is
And
real
you
life.
best believe I got a photo. With that, I think it's finally time for bed.
I don't drink, but let me tell y'all something. I will. If I ever get to experience that, we getting a photo over there. I don't even like taking pictures like that, but we for sure taking a photo right
Been
there. We
quite
got
the
to.
day of travel, with more to
That's
come
that mama
in
I
the
made it.
morning.
Dude. That's crazy. That's crazy. I would love to do a long
Well,
flight
good
like
morning. I slept wonderfully, albeit for not quite long enough. As I've just been informed, we're about to make final approach into Dubai. Let's hot-foot it over to the bathroom to get changed. These PJs may look a tad out of place if I wear them in the terminal.
that. Shoot, why not? Show off you got money. Go ahead.
Let's get those Timbs back on and indulge in a hot towel, before getting my seatbelt securely fastened.
My boy took a shower and put on the same dirty clothes.
Well, I'm very happy to welcome you to Dubai. That flight was incredible, but we're not stopping there. Of course, we're straight on to our next one. So it's time to go and get my luggage, and then we've got a chauffeur transfer over to Abu Dhabi.
Abu
After
Dhabi.
clearing customs,
This dude
I'm
is
told
really
to
doing a
report to
lot
the
of moving in
chauffeur
one
drive
day.
booth in arrival.
I wouldn't want to hop on this many planes all in one. Like, I really wouldn't want to do that. Like, maybe two, but he's been, like, this is what, his third flight already?
Balls. I'm promptly assigned
I don't
a
even
car,
like traveling
which
when
will
there's
take me
too
the
many
2-hour drive
stops.
over to Abu Dhabi. This is a complimentary service for first-class passengers, and I can be driven anywhere within the UAE.
Oh, that's dope. That's actually dope. That'd be kind of hard.
I won't lie, I definitely had a nap during that ride. Now I'm starting to get excited, as our next flight will depart Abu Dhabi's brand new Terminal A. I'm warmly welcomed at the premium entrance, and my bags are taken
The music
swiftly
change was
into
crazy.
the terminal. You're initially greeted by the business class check-in, though we'll be heading past this and onto our own first class channel. Here I'm invited to take a seat, whilst all the check-in formalities are taken care of.
Wow.
It's not all too long before my boarding pass is presented to me, and I'm beckoned to proceed through security.
Of course, you've probably guessed by now, we're going to be flying the Residence. Let's head over to the lounge, check out the facilities, and of course, get on board.
I must say they've done an outstanding job with this new airport. It's absolutely beautiful, but alas, I digress. Let's head into the Etihad First Class Lounge.
The Etihad,
This lounge
I
is
don't even-
vast,
I ain't
encompassing
never heard
2
of
levels
Etihad.
of the terminal building. I'm warmly greeted by an Etihad representative and given a brief tour of this stunning new facility.
Damn.
From the relaxing space, various food stations, and the a la
I
carte
like how they got the
dining room.
food covered.
Given I'm in the Residence, there's an even more exclusive area for us today. I'm led over to a private room named Al Ain, which is the 4th largest city in the UAE, by the way.
Nelly Nails, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Wearing the same clothes again is crazy. Yeah.
Aside from the provided refreshments,
Like, he
and
don't got no
comfy
clothes
seating,
in the 6
there's also
bags that he
an
brought?
ensuite bathroom, so I don't have to venture into the rest of the first class lounge. I'm offered an extensive breakfast menu, though I'd rather save myself for the onboard cuisine, so in this instance I'll just take a caffeine hit in form of a cappuccino.
Man, it must feel good to have
I was
some money.
asked earlier when I wanted to board the aircraft. Residence guests can choose to be the very first or last to get on board. Personally, I want to maximise every second of this incredible product, so we'll be first on board today.
Damn, I like the little effects that he got in his videos too.
Let's get down that jet bridge then, and onto the A380 for the second time today.
I'll be smiling like that too. What?
Welcome to the most exclusive seat in the sky, the 3-room Etihad Residence.
3-room?
There are no overhead bins here, but I'll stow my bags under the bed in my private bedroom. More on this room in just a moment.
Let's
private
get
bedroom?
into
my living room. I'm served a welcome Arabic coffee, which certainly hits the spot.
I didn't even know they did that. That's how I know I don't make no real money.
It's not long before we're asked
to fasten our seatbelts for
pushback, as the safety video is run.
قبل مساعدة الآخرين، يوجد 8 مخارج للطوارئ على متن هذه الطائرة تجاه المخارج.
She just called me broke. That's what she called me. She said, "You don't make no real money. Why do you even make videos? You should quit today."
So what's the plan? We'll travel some 3,500 miles over the next 8 hours to London's Heathrow Airport. It's not all too long before we reach our cruising altitude, so let's take a proper look around our aircraft. There's room for 497 passengers across 4 classes of travel. We'll be in the only resident suite on board, right at the front.
There's only one?
Let's get the privacy door closed and explore the space.
Damn.
The living room is vast, with room for 2 passengers should you wish, comfortably seated on the leather-adorned sofa. Whilst this does recline, you'll want to save any sleep for your separate bedroom down the corridor. Other highlights include your IFE remote for the 32-inch television, and of course a chilled private minibar, which I'm disappointed to see no Diet Coke in.
You only need
Talking
to drink water
of drinks,
anyway.
I make it champagne o'clock. Now in the residence you're served a delicious 2002 Cheval Loire, which retails at around $400 a bottle.
Damn.
This clocks in at our most expensive champagne of the trip. So how does it compare? Well, I can confirm it's absolutely delicious, but I still prefer...
Let me tell y'all something. I don't drink, right? I do not drink. But on this flight, I might have to get me a little sippy sip of some champagne. Okay? Might have to get me some champagne. I might have to. Nelly Nels, I appreciate you. Welcome to the chat. You said, what's the occasion? You got a date. You said I'm looking dapper? I got a date. I got a date with y'all. That's why I'm here right now. Yeah, no, I got a date with y'all. Said looking like Tiger Woods is hilarious. Looking like Tiger Woods is hilarious. Yeah, Abu Dhabi is crazy. Plan on going there too. For sure, plan on going there too. Most definitely. I am broke. I got $10.
The Dom. Now we simply must place our lunch order. I'm starting to get rather
peckish.
The
Wi-Fi great on there too.
The menu is spectacular, and I think the best so far. With my order placed, let's get the tray table out from the side of the sofa. This is promptly set by the cabin crew as I'm offered some fresh bread.
Ooh, the different variety of bread too.
To start, I go for the caviar service once again with all the trimmings.
This dude really does take his time with his shots. Like, I didn't really want to see you eat.
For my second appetizer, I opt for the seared Australian venison with sweet potato puree and mustard fruit.
What? I ain't never
Next, I'm offered a palate cleanser of raspberry sorbet.
A palate cleanser?
Now it goes without saying I do listen to feedback, so I will try and explore more options on the menu than just the steak. So for my main I choose the camel kofta, served with aromatic rice, roasted vegetables and a mint yoghurt. I don't think I've ever had camel before, but I can confirm it's very tasty, somewhere between beef and lamb.
Oh man. Camel?
Let's boot the Tims off then and get comfy. The sun is beginning to set over southeastern Europe, which makes it perfectly excusable to head to my bedroom. However, I fancy taking a shower beforehand. Oh yes, Emirates is not the only shower in the sky.
What? It has a shower in it?
And for the second time in 24 hours, I've showered at 35,000 feet. Unbelievable. Now, the other spectacular feature of the residence is the bedroom door, which shuts to allow for a totally private space. This is truly the closest you can come to flying private commercially. The double bed has been custom made for this space, complete with sumptuous rich Egyptian cotton bedding. You don't need to tell me twice. Let's hop into the bed for a wee nap.
What is life? What? Yo, first of all, I want to know, with that ticket, can you bring somebody with you, or is it just like one? Because like I have to bring a chicken head with me if I'm on like this, like what you mean? They got 2 seats in there. It's a double bed, you know.
To the sound of the captain making the announcement that will be coming into land shortly.
What? One NSA change later. So he got on the same pants, but he changed his
Let's get the
shirt.
Tims back on for the last time, as we begin our final approach into London Heathrow.
I don't know, my boy. I'm starting to question, what did you pack in your bag? Like, that's what I want to know. You had like 6 bags at the airport. None of them had clothes in it? I mean, it's not that you really, obviously, you don't need to change. Matter of fact, let me shut my broke ass. Let me go ahead and shut up. I don't stay out of rich people business. You right. I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Let's talk cost.
You right.
This was not a cheap trip.
Never mind.
The first flight was $2,700. Next in, Emirates comes in at $3,800, and finally the residence was $6,500, making a grand total of just over $13,000 or $500 an hour.
$500 an hour? Wow. Like these two. I mean, like, and this is just one person. Like, you tack on extra people, like that doubles quick. But this right here, jumping from like, he literally could have did these 2 for the price of just 1. And this flight is longer too. Wow. But he got a whole freaking apartment in the sky. Sorry, y'all tell me, chat. Y'all think it's worth it? Is it worth it? This is only worth it if your flight is at least 20 hours long. Agree. Dang, Mel getting hit out of nowhere. I need to know what he does, because if it's just YouTube, that's crazy. It's probably just YouTube. Let me see how many. He has almost 1 million subscribers. So it's probably, and his channel's probably all traveling. So I'm sure some of his trips are paid for, and I'm sure this channel probably makes enough. I don't know what the YouTube for traveling, like the rates, but I'm sure it's probably way higher than what I get. That's for sure. That's another reason why I want to change content. Shoot, don't be surprised if y'all see Billy Finance is up next, because Finance pays a lot of money. I know there's YouTubers that have like 2,000 subscribers, but they clear 6 figures every single year. And they don't even get 100,000 views on videos. And they clear 6 figures every single year. Just talking about finance. So, yeah, Billy Finance is coming soon for sure. Billy Travels, Billy Visits. Shout out to my boy, the 4 Show Flipped. Billy Visits, coming soon. All the above. With all my money combined, I don't even have enough for this. Bro, does he have clothes? You said, well, hold on, bro, does he have clothes in there, or the case is empty? I don't know. I think he's traveling with it for show. Maybe he has like 10 of the same shirts. See, that right there was like, that's pretty much like when you don't have money, you know, and you just get like 5 pairs of pants, and then you get like 10 to 15 different shirts, and you just rotate the shirts, you know, like that's what I've done growing up my whole life, was just like, I would just have a bunch of different t-shirts. It would be like maybe 10 to 12 max, like every school year. Yeah, that was our like school shopping. That's all we could afford, you know? And then we just wear that all year long, just on rotation, just keep washing it over and over and over again. He probably got a business or 2, more than likely. If I'm spending a day literally in the air having all those amenities, it's worth it. My logic, if I have much money, I would do a cheaper flight, but make it rain wherever I'm visiting. Okay, so you would spend it when you land. Billy's monies, Billy's Bitcoin. I've actually been getting into finance lately, so I would definitely support that venture. I love finance. Like, I watch a lot of finance content, like a lot. That's why I didn't come across that other stuff that's on YouTube, but I watch a lot of finance YouTube.
Welcome to London and to the end of 24 hours.
All right, so my boy did 24 hours in the world's best first class on 3 different flights. 3 different flights. Good stuff, good stuff.